Hello students, how are you all? Hope all of you are fine and safe at your home. I am Jay Patel from Vasis Vidyalaya. I am going to teach you 10th standard physics. Students, let's continue with our lesson number 13, magnetic effects of electric current. Students, in my earlier video, I have taught about two activities, that activity number 13.8, magnet and coil activity, and 13.9, coil 1 and coil 2 activity. In both activity, you have learned that induced current can be generated. So students, in this video, I would like to teach you about the activities, but 13.1 activity and 13.2 activity. So today's topic is, I would like to teach you that two activities. First one is 13.1. Its aim is that to show that a current carrying wire behaves like a magnet, and activity 13.2 is that its aim is that to obtain a magnetic field lines around a bar magnet. So these two activity I would like to teach in this video, and at the end of this video I am giving you certain questions that you should write in the physics notebook. Now students, before I will start this to teach you this both activity, you can see that this both activity given in our textbook, it is like given as a paragraph. You can see that left hand side 13.1 activity is written 13.1 and diagram is given, and in next page it is given activity 13.2 and bar magnet and diagram is given. But student, whenever this activity will come in board exam, you can write as given is in this textbook and draw the diagram for the activity, or better you can write the activity that I would like to teach you in next slide. So students, if the question will come that describe the activity, so you should follow this 6 step, and particular step wise you have to explain that activity. That is same as it is you were written the all practicals in 9th standard in lab manual. So how you know very well how you were writing the practicals in lab manual. You have also written Archimedes principle, density 1 practical in lab manual. So same way that you have to write the aim of the activity. Second point, you have to write the materials required or apparatus required. Second point, and you have to mention for the particular activity which apparatus are required. Then you have to draw the diagram for the particular activity. Then you should write the procedure step. You can make your own procedure step. Then you write the observation, and at the final you should write the result. So this way you mention the point wise, and then you have to write the activity. So let's start with our activity number 1. So that is given in page number 223. It's objective. I told you that step wise you have to write and describe. So we are going to learn also, and if it will come 2 marks or 3 marks in exam, any activity from this particular lesson, so you write like this way. So first aim or objective of the activity is that it is given already in the question, to show that the current carrying wire behaves like a magnet. So this you have to write. Second point, for describing this activity, which apparatus or which materials are required. So you mention all the apparatus name here are copper wire, battery, plug key, variable resistance, paper and compass needles are required. So these particular materials are required for describing this activity. So this is the diagram of this activity. You have to draw this diagram. Battery connected to wire, plug key, rheostat, XY, where you have connect the copper wire, and you kept the nearby compass. So, and then you have to write the procedure. So these are the various steps you have to write. So first step of the procedure, take a straight thick copper wire and place it between the point X and Y in an electric circuit as shown in the figure. The wire XY is kept perpendicular to the plane of the paper. Now second point, horizontally, place a small compass near to this copper wire. See the position of its needle. Third point, pass the current through the circuit by inserting the key into the plug. And fourth number point, observe the change in the position of the compass needle. So students, you have to see this one diagram, and you have to write the procedure step. After plugging the key, what you have to observe, that you have to write. So you have to write that as we pass the current through the copper wire XY, the compass needle get deflected. So this is our observation. And what is our conclusion for the activity? That since a magnetic needle can be deflected only by a magnetic field, so current carrying wire behaves like a magnet. So students, it means that, so this is our circuit diagram. XY is a copper wire. It means that when we switch on the circuit, so electric current can pass, and if we keep the compass nearby it, so compass needle get deflected. So it means that this a current carrying wire behaves like a magnet. So when copper wire, here we have used the copper wire, so copper wire is behave like a magnet. So this is our result, we can say, or conclusion. Now students, let's take certain question answers based on this activity. So first question is that, name the device which is used to draw the magnetic field lines. So here compass should be used, or we can specifically describe as compass needle is used to draw the magnetic field lines. We have to use the compass needle available in the compass. Second question, in the given activity, which two physical quantities are interrelated? So answer is that in the given activity, electricity and magnetism are two physical quantities that are interrelated. And the third question, how is the direction of magnetic field at the point is determined? So direction of the magnetic field at the point is determined by the placing a small compass needle, or we can simply say when we keep the compass, so we can find out the direction of magnetic field. So these are the various questions based on the activity we have learned. Now we can understand the second activity. It is available on our page number 224. So what is the objective of that particular activity? So objective is that, or aim is that is our question, to obtain magnetic field lines around the bar magnet, or we have to find which type of magnetic field lines available near the bar magnet. So this is our question or objective. So for doing this activity, which materials are required? So it should be required a strong bar magnet, iron fillings, drawing board, and sheet of the paper. So these materials are required. Then you have to draw the diagram. So this is the bar magnet, north pole and south pole. When you sprinkle the iron, so these type of magnetic field lines can be represented by this nearby this bar magnet. So students, these are the procedure steps of the procedure. First, fix a white sheet of the paper on the drawing board. We have to take a drawing board and we have to keep a white sheet over it. Place the bar magnet on the plain sheet of paper, and then we have to sprinkle the iron fillings uniformly on the paper, and tape the board and gently observe the pattern of the field lines. So when we do this procedure, so we can see that these type of iron fillings are aligned nearby or showing these type of patterns nearby the bar magnets. So what is our observation? A bar magnet possesses a magnetic field which can be detected by the sprinkling iron fillings around it. So this is our observation of this activity. And what is our result or conclusion? The arrangement of these iron fillings around the bar magnet represent the patterns of this magnetic field in the form of magnetic field lines. So this is our conclusion for this activity. So students, this way you have to write and describe the activity. Now certain questions are there based on this activity. So let's take this question and answers. So first question is that, in which region is the density of the iron filling is maximum? So when you do this one, and after sometimes we will do this activity in our class, I will show you is activity, all the activities given in this particular lesson, and we have to perform all the experiment in our lab. So the answer of this particular question is that at both the poles at density of iron fillings are maximum. Second question, what happens to the field lines pattern if the magnet is broken into two halves? So this is the question. What happened if if one bar magnet is there and two half it is means converted into two halves? So is the same pattern will arrive or different type of pattern will be arrive? So answer is that if the magnet is broken into two halves, then the field lines patterns remain the same. So there should not be change in the particular pattern. So we will get the same type of the pattern. Okay students, so hope you understand these two activity. So today's homework is that you have to write this both the activity in your physics notebook and draw the diagram. Okay students, thank you very much.